Today we are still exploring the shackles of unforgiveness and breaking free from it. Every one of us has been hurt by another person's words or actions. Whether it involves a big or small offense, it hurts to be wronged. We are all familiar with the gut-wrenching pain that strikes in the pit of our stomachs when we have been mistreated, especially by someone we love. This pain can leave behind emotional wounds of rejection, fear, betrayal, and insecurity. Just as a physical wound becomes infected if left unattended, so an emotional wound can become contaminated with feelings of resentment, bitterness, and revenge without the healing of forgiveness. Often, instead of choosing forgiveness, we drink the poison of unforgiveness, which is the state of emotional and mental distress that results from a delayed response in forgiving an offender. It is characterized by indignation, bitterness, and a demand for punishment or restitution. Unforgiveness creates a domino effect that negatively impacts every part of us, including our emotions, thoughts, behaviors, body, spirit, and relationships. With unforgiveness, time does not heal all wounds. In fact, time further worsens and infects emotional pain. Unforgiveness is like carrying around a huge weight. The longer we carry a grudge, the heavier the burden becomes. In the absence of a timely response, the roots of unforgiveness only go deeper, further entangling us. It is indeed toxic. Pain becomes the identity of the unforgiving person. Nelson Mandela once said, "Hating someone is drinking poison and expecting the other person to die from it." What if I told you that unforgiveness and bitterness are the number one wide-open front door access the enemy gains to attack you? Unforgiveness and bitterness are invisible chains that imprison us and hinder our relationship with God. Forgiveness is not a feeling, it's a decision, a choice. We can uproot bitterness and unforgiveness if we choose to. What do I mean? It may be difficult to forget, but forgiving is not the same as forgetting. Forgiveness is an intentional choice. Ephesians 4 verses 26 to 27 tells us, "Be angry and yet do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger and do not give the devil an opportunity." In Matthew 6 verses 14 to 15, we see that at the end of the Lord's Prayer, Jesus warns us, "For if you forgive others for their transgressions, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others, then your Father will not forgive your transgressions." 1 John 2:11 reminds us that he who hates his brother is in darkness and walks in darkness and does not know where he is going because darkness has blinded his eyes. Again, forgiveness is not forgetting. Forgetting may be a result, the fruit of forgiving, but it's not the means of forgiveness. Matthew 18 verses 21 to 25 provides a clear picture of how God views unforgiveness and bitterness and the consequences we will suffer if we choose not to forgive. Forgiveness is so important to God, so we must choose it, and it is for our own good. We are doing ourselves a huge favor when we choose it over its alternative. Make that choice today. Forgive that person or people. In doing so, you do yourself a whole lot of good. God bless you.